Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Bola Tinubu, GCFR, our Amiable Vice President, distinguished Senator Shettima, GCON, the National Chairman of our great party, and the man that is attracting all and sundry to the party, Right Honorable Speaker, and his deputy, the Deputy Senate President, Your Excellencies, the governors of the various states of our great party, Your Excellency, the former Vice President, Your Excellencies, the former Senate Presidents. I've seen Senator Baya Sanyi, Senator Ken Namadi, Senator Ahmed Lawan, the pioneer leadership of our great party led by Chief Bisia Konde, former governors, National Working Committee members, great patriots, ladies and gentlemen. From the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I bring greetings to the National Coucus of the All Progressives Congress holding its meeting today. I join the Right Honorable Speaker, my brother Tajuddin Abbas. I adopt his speech in totality to say yes, indeed, that we have confidence in the leadership of the country led by President Bola Tinubu. We also have great confidence in the National Working Committee led by Professor Nentawe Yewada. We have confidence in our governors led by the Governor General, Governor of Imo State, my brother, Governor Ozodimma Onwa. We are also very confident that with the array of caucus members present here today, that Nigeria is on track. Let me say that what impresses us most in the Senate is the way and manner steadily, without firing a shot, without any sound, the party has continued to attract the real political movement and caterpillars of the Nigerian political preference. So for this, we thank the National Working Committee, led by our able National Chairman. Let me appeal to all our leaders that all the political stakeholders coming in from other political parties must be given equal opportunities to thrive. There must not be any discrimination. Do your best not to leave anybody behind. In the Senate, we are doing our best to ensure that we carry the Senate as one, irrespective of political party. And I can confirm to you that when we came in, the opposition had almost 50 members. But today, when I counted, there are about 5 or 4 left in the opposition. And even those 5 members have wished out to me that I should carry them to the president, the leader of the party, that they are prepared to join the APC. The president, I will soon bring some of them. I don't want to run a Senate without any opposition. So because of that, I have intentionally, I'm reporting to the caucus, allowed the APC members who have declared in their states, who are yet to declare in the Senate, to continue in the minority caucus. Otherwise, that place would have been empty. And so I thank Governor Peter Mba for allowing our Senator Ositangu to continue to maintain the position of the Chief Whip of the minority for today. Thank you, Your Excellency. Otherwise, the place would have been empty. So as we grow, there will be envy, there will be jealousy. And with jealousy comes hatred. And with hatred comes challenges. So, Mr. President, ours in this caucus today is to assure you that we are not only with you, we are also praying for you. Praying for you to overcome the challenges of the day is also praying for Nigeria. We are very sad that people have decided to torment Nigeria with very serious organized and orchestrated insecurity. We align ourselves with states that are mourning as a result of the loss of lives occasioned by terrorists, by bandits, and by insurgents. We thank the President for the release of over 100 children who were kidnapped very recently, and we pray to God to give him the ability and the enablement to release the remaining children to rejoin their families. We condole with members of the families who have lost their loved ones, including the armed forces who lost their lives in the course of trying to protect not just those children, but protecting lives and properties in the country. May their souls rest in perfect peace. We assure them that we work hand in hand with them and with their families to make sure that they do not stand alone in this moment of grief. Mr. President, if our neighbors are not together and are not stable, Nigeria cannot be stable. So the Senate commends you once again. We did that in the chambers for the intervention you had to undertake in Benin Republic to stabilize democracy there. I thought we should clap for the President. Thank you, Mr. President, for a courageous decision. We have also taken steps in the Senate to take bold decisions aimed at deterring those who want to join banditry. One of which is we have ensured that kidnapping joins the rank and file of terrorism, and therefore kidnappers will now face death sentence once the President assigns the new bill into law. So the state governors, I will appeal to you to do your best to implement them. When I was a governor, we had issues of people who were not interested in signing warrants for people to be executed for capital offenses. If you don't do so, you are waiting for them to go on jailbreak and come back to kill more people in the society. So on this note, I welcome all our new governors to the caucus. I'm very happy tonight that sitting there, the national chairman whispered to me that even the governor of the state in Plateau has decided to join our party, and so he's one of us. So national chairman, congratulations. I would also want to urge that most of the new governors who are joining us, or all governors actually, not new, but who are joining us, you are the party leaders in your various states. In my state, I have a party leader. His name is Governor Minor, and he's doing very well. So thank my governor for me, for tolerating me. Thank him for accommodating me. Thank him for accepting me. Because I know that when I was a governor, there were many states that did not want national chairman to be in their states. We had a meeting one day, Mr. President, and we wanted to zone national chairmanship. And we zoned it to Southeast. 4 of the states in the Southeast rejected national chairmanship. And then the same thing happens when you talk about Senate President. And so I think it was Enugu that now had the courage to say, please bring it to Enugu. I'll guarantee that things shall be well. Unfortunately, it turned out that there was still slight conflict, but that era has passed. So I thank my governor for the smooth relationship that we have. And I wish that this be the case in Rivers State with Sim Fubara, who has joined us. This be the case in Delta and others. For other zones who are yet to emulate the example of the South-South, we assure the caucus of block votes come 2027 for the party. I believe that at the end, our togetherness should result in bulk vote and victory for the party, the APC, come 2027. Thank you all.
Thank you. Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Shettima, GCON. The Senate President, Senator Akpabio. The Deputy Senate President, Senator Jerome Barao. The Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu. The immediate past Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Don't forget to take Sanwo-Olu beside you, Sanwo-Olu. When you have time, when you have time, when you have time.
Distinguished members of the National Assembly present here, former governors, other distinguished members of the National Caucus, members of NWC, and former national chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I bring you warm greetings from the House of Representatives and indeed from the National Assembly as a whole. It is always a privilege to address this distinguished caucus of our great party at moments that invite reflection, coordination, and renewed commitment to the Nigerian projects. We gather at a crucial point in our national journey. Nigeria is in a period of renewal that demands leadership with a clear vision, steady purpose, and confidence in the future. To provide direction, assume responsibility, and govern with courage and foresight. Under the visionary and decisive leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, our great party has shown strong resolve and steady direction. Difficult decisions have been taken. Necessary decisions have been made, always in the national interest. In a remarkably short period, this administration has rolled out far-reaching reforms. Reforms to stabilize the economy, reforms to strengthen the foundations of governance, reforms to restore confidence in Nigeria at home and abroad. Today, the results are becoming very clear. Policy direction is clearer, investor confidence is returning, fiscal discipline is taking root, Nigeria is being repositioned for sustainable growth and for lasting prosperity. Mr. President deserves our highest commendation. He has brought firmness and confidence to governance. His leadership reflects a clear grasp of what Nigeria requires for lasting prosperity. Strong foundation, sound public finance, credible institutions, and a stable policy environment. These reforms are repositioning Nigeria, not just for recovery, but for sustainable growth and global competitiveness. From the perspective of the legislature, the National Assembly has remained a committed and responsible partner in this reform journey. The House of Representatives, working closely with the Senate, has aligned its legislative agenda with national priorities. We have passed important laws to provide the certainty and coherence required for effective policy implementation. Beyond lawmaking, the House has exercised its oversight responsibility as a stabilizing function of governance. Distinguished colleagues, one of the most notable political developments of this period is the continued growth of our party. The party has witnessed a steady influx of high-profile political figures, including serving state governors and members of the national and state houses of assembly. These developments are not incidental. They reflect growing confidence in the APC as a governing platform, and more importantly, an endorsement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's leadership and reform agenda. Such realignments reflect trust in the party's vision, confidence in its capacity to govern, and belief in its future. They also place a responsibility on us as leaders. Growth, while a strength, must be carefully managed. A rapidly expanding party must ensure that unity, fairness, and internal cohesion are maintained. In this regard, it is important to recognize both our long-standing members who have built, defended, and sustained the APC through challenging times, and of course our new members who have chosen to identify with the party at this moment of reform and renewal. One must not be disadvantaged for loyalty, and the other must not be marginalized for joining. The strength of the party lies in its ability to accommodate both experience and fresh perspectives in a manner that is just, inclusive, and forward-looking. I therefore respectfully urge the national chairman and the leadership of our party to continue providing wise and balanced stewardship in maintaining this phase of expansion. There is a clear need for a transparent and principled framework that creates a win-win situation, one that rewards commitments, respects institutional memory, welcomes new energy, and prevents internal disaffection. Such an approach will deepen trust, reduce friction, and strengthen the party's future. As a governing party, the APC has demonstrated maturity in balancing reform with inclusion and decisiveness with consultation. Our strength lies in coherence between the party, the executive, and the legislature. This alignment has facilitated national stability and political continuity in a complex and evolving environment. Looking ahead, 2026 should be approached as a year of consolidation and delivery. The focus must be on translating reform momentum into tangible outcomes for all Nigerians. The House of Representatives is prepared to assist the President in this significant endeavor. Equally important is our responsibility as party leaders to communicate clearly and confidently. Nigerians must continue to understand not only what the government is doing, but also what it is doing, why it is doing it, and where the country is headed. Consistent messaging based on performance and results remain essential to maintaining public confidence. Above all, we must preserve the unity and discipline of our party. History teaches us that political organizations succeed not only because of the soundness of their ideas, but also because of their internal cohesion and sense of collective responsibility. The APC's unity remains its greatest asset, and it must be protected with wisdom, fairness, and foresight. In closing, I reaffirm the full support of the House of Representatives, full support for the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, full support for the progressive ideas of all the Progressive Congress, united in purpose, strengthened by unity, guided by experience. Together, we will continue to steer Nigeria towards stability, towards prosperity, and towards inclusive development. May God bless the All Progressive Congress. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for those reassuring words. Your Excellency, our National Chairman, former Vice President Romeo Tibanjo, Your Excellencies, our governors from across the length and breadth of this nation, our caucus members, members of the National Assembly, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of President Bola Tinubu, I wish to warmly welcome you this evening for the Coucus meeting of our great party. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Rome was not destroyed by outside invaders. Rome was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans. I wish to beseech thee, I wish to implore on all of us to know that to succeed is much easier than to maintain that success. The whole of the South sub-region is in the APC poll. The whole of the North Central. Out of the 7 states in the Northwest, 5 are in the APC. Out of the 6 states in the Southwest, 4 are in the APC. Out of the 6 states in the Northeast, 4 are in the APC. Certainly, we have become a force of nature. I can just take one state, for instance, in the South and discuss. Who are the power brokers in Delta State, for instance? Besides Governor Sheriff Omoboriowo, we have the immediate vice presidential candidate of the sinking ship called PDP, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, within our poll. And with Senator Omo Agege, the former Deputy President of the Senate. For God's sake, how do you expect us to lose in Delta? And I can recreate the same thing in every state of the Federation. So on behalf of the President, I want to reassure our governors, from Pastor Omo Eno to Governor Diri Doye to Governor Sheriff Omoboriowo to Governor Pubara. Omo, you have a tongue-twisting Urobo name, so I will call you Governor Sheriff. To Governor Peter Ndowisi Mba, I want to assure you that this is home. Kepas Agbu is a wonderful gentleman with whom we had maintained a very cordial relationship even when he was in the PDP. When his daughter was getting married, I spent the whole day in Jalingo. So we have been building relationships, and be rest assured that 2027 is there for us, waiting. And believe me, a lot of people are even itching to join the party. I don't want to elaborate further on that. But APC is there to stay. APC is here to stay. I don't want to spend so much of our time. We have already spent, the evening is already 9 p.m. and tomorrow we'll have the next meeting of our great party. On behalf of the President, I wish you a wonderful night rest and fruitful deliberations tomorrow as the neck of our party. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Welcome all of us again and again and again. The development in the party, this is the highest body. And you have to navigate this country, whether we like it or not. You are in the leadership position that must yield and continue to promote, tolerate, and be flexible. Get involved in whatever is happening in your various states up to local government level. I had a very long discussion with the US and European. I was bragging to them that definitely we will pass a state police to improve security. They asked me if I'm confident, and I say yes. I have a party to depend on. I have a party that will make it happen. And if at this level we fail, God forbid, we will not fail. So I think the reconciliation, the accommodation, the flexibility is in your hand, all of you. And we are the majority. We are the leaders. Let us equally look at the recent Supreme Court judgments. What can we do with it? And how well we can position our country and our party. To me, the local government autonomy it is and must be effective. Let us give them. There is no autonomy without funded mandates. We'll give them their money directly. That's the truth. That's compliance with the Supreme Court. Take the leadership seriously. I would turn to Bayelsa to appeal to to accept our condolences for the deputy governorship. May so rest in peace. And let's continue to pray for our country and work together. We need more women in this caucus. I think we should make provisions for that. Patricia Ete, so join the hand to bring additional. Okay, thank you very much. So have a nice evening, and I think I'm facing the uncommon leadership of National Assembly tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Okay. For the presentation of the budget. Okay, thank you very much.